What is good, Hellraisers? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Today we're continuing our streak into unlocking every single possible blueprint for every single weapon there is in Warzone, whether it be Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, or whichever Call of Duty joins the Warzone franchise. Now, today's going to be a weapon that's a few years old. It's actually in Modern Warfare weapons, the P90X. Now, the P90 is a weapon that we've seen in all of the Call of Duties. It's always been there. It's a staple. Every time you see Modern Warfare, we know there's going to be a P90 weapon. So it's no shock that, of course, it's there. It's known for its rapid fire, and in Modern Warfare, it is no different. Now, the P90, specially silenced, is a beast in multiplayer. It's been a beast for a while. I think it's still a beast even a few years later. So it's always a gun that you can rely on. Of course, there's always the MP7, the MP5, but the P90 is one that it doesn't really fluctuate. It doesn't have the ups and downs. It doesn't have the meta phases. It's a stable gun, in and out all throughout the seasons. And in multiplayer, of course, it's golden. In Warzone, it is a solid weapon, but it gets overshadowed quickly by the meta guns. For example, the MP7 and the MP5 really do have a lot more damage on the P90, even though the P90 is quite a it's got fast bullets and everything, but you could be putting bullets in somebody and he just turns around and puts a few bullets with the MP7 or the MP5 and you end up being downed. Of course, it's only a problem in Warzone, but since we're talking about Warzone, it's important to note that this is the case for the P90. Nonetheless, we always find it resurfacing, whether it be somebody in the lobby playing with it or as ground loot. Now, as ground loot, it is a bit rarer to find, but you can find them in these special playlists such as, Clash Mode, King of the Hill, and all that good stuff. So today's camo is going to be the Underbrush. Now, this is a legendary blueprint, as you can see. It is one that was that came out in Season 4, pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone. So you can already tell it's a few years old now. But nonetheless, it's quite a nice weapon. Now, of course, by now we have a lot of versions of the P90. But if you're trying to replicate the P90 from the Modern Warfare time, or if you got the game a few years later and you're wondering what a good blueprint is, this video is for you. Of course, a lot of the other blueprints, you can find the attachments by yourself, but these ones are the ones that you unlock through the battle pass, so you won't be able to find them in the armory unless you played the game back where Modern Warfare was the main Call of Duty for Warzone. So again, yeah, Season 4 in the Battle Pass. So of course, if you got the game, if you got Warzone way after that, then you won't have access to this blueprint. Now, as you can see, the attachments that we're going to have here do increase the accuracy, they increase the range, they decrease the mobility and the control. But honestly, the P90, if you're going to be playing with it, accuracy and high fire rate are going to be way more important than mobility. Especially if you're playing in battle royale. As far as the attachments go, now we have the monolithic suppressor as a muzzle. So of course that's the best muzzle that you can have on any Modern Warfare gun. For the Cold War guns, it is the HE suppressor, but for the Modern Warfare, it is definitely the monolithic suppressor. As far as the barrel, you have the Forged Tack Retribution barrel. Now this is what's responsible for that added range. Of course, everybody likes their barrels different depending on what perks they do add, but to be honest, the Forged Tack Retribution is pretty good since it adds a shit tons of range to this weapon. Now this weapon usually I would say it's a short to maybe low mid range, but with that range you could possibly take it to a bit of a long range. I think you gotta mount it because I think the due to the speed of the bullets, it may have some recoil. Even though honestly I didn't see any recoil with this gun when I used it with Iron Sight. I'm not sure about the optics with the PBX Hollow 7 sight, but when the monolithic, in Iron Sight, it is pretty stable. You have the Forged Tack CQB comb. That's supposed to add for that mobility, but apparently it's not enough to negate all the other effects on the mobility. And then we have the rear grip, the rubberized grip tape. Now, of course, everybody, again, they prefer the rear tapes, the rear grips differently. I prefer the stipple grip tape just because it gives me that sprint to fire speed. But the rubberized does give you more control on the gun, which is possibly why we have a little bit more accuracy. But yeah, all in all, it's a pretty solid build. You do find this in some of the green, some of the orange crates. So in case you want to replicate it, these are the attachments. Let's look at the HD 3D cutscene before talking a bit more about this gun. Alright, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys know how to unlock it, what the attachments are in case you can't unlock it or you can't be bothered to unlock it. Again, some of the previous seasons blueprints sometimes are available to unlock if they're famous enough and they make it to a list. That actually goes into an event called the Blueprint Blitz event, which is an event where you can officially unlock up to 11 of previous seasons' most sought after blueprints. So far, the P90 did not make the list. There's a lot of other weapons such as the MAC-10, the Kar-98, and such that are usually much more in demand. So there's a very slim chance of you finding this gun there, but it's never impossible. So yeah, always keep a lookout on these lists. I have a video dedicated specifically for that event. Check it out. I can always show you guys how to get not only 11 but sometimes 15 to 20 blueprints. A lot of them are not official, but you can always find them, and I'll tell you guys how to most efficiently and effectively unlock the maximum amount of blueprints. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions regarding any other blueprint, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the section below. I will get back to you guys as quick as possible. Again, I'm trying to unlock every single blueprint, every single skin for every single operator. So whatever you're looking for, you can check out the channel and or drop a comment and I'll redirect you to the video. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll leave you guys with a little bit of kill footage, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Take it easy, and thanks for tuning in.
Prime an AT mine. In their sight. Prime an AT mine. I'm in their sight. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover. Enemy touching out one of our high-value Movement
Watch
spot.
out, move your asses. Friendly UAV overhead. Hostile dropping. Enemy launched an advanced. Enjoy the victory, soldier. Might not be so lucky.